Hey y'all, what's up? So today's video is a fun, quick little reading vlog because I finished my 99th book this year and I want to document me reading my 100th book of the year. I've never read 100 books in a year before, so this is like an event, you know what I mean? Like, this is like, oh my gosh, cannot believe this is happening. So I wanted to talk to you about the book that I'll be reading for this vlog. Actually started it already because, you know, I finished my 99th book and I was like, well, what am I gonna read next? And I picked this up immediately and then I was like, I should vlog this. But anyways, the book that I'm reading is Kiss Her Once for Me by Alison Cochrane. I wanted to pick up a holiday romance, and this is a sapphic holiday romance. So I was like, even better. I'll just tell you the premise of this. Basically, the main character, Elle, or Ellie, I forget what they call her, if it's Elle or Ellie, but one Christmas, she has like a chance encounter with a stranger, this strange woman, and she spends the whole day with her, and it's Christmas Eve, the day that they spend together. They spend the whole day together, they have like a one-night stand, and then the next day they like part ways. And Ellie can't get her out of her mind for the next year, and then she meets this guy through her work who essentially is set to inherit millions, but the stipulation is that he has to get married in order to inherit the money. So a year after this like chance encounter, it is Christmas time again, and she agrees to like fake date slash like marry this guy for his inheritance so that she can get a chunk of the inheritance, because it'll really help her out, and then he can get his chunk of the inheritance and it'll really help him out. So it's like a win-win situation. One of the stipulations of like their agreement is that she has to spend 1 week at his family's cabin that they go to every year for the holiday season. When she arrives, who is there but the woman that she had that one-night stand with a year prior? And to top it all off, it's this guy's sister. So all these different levels of complicated, you know, wrapped up into one book. I'm living for the drama right now. I'm about a third of the way through and I'm literally at page 100. So like a third of the way through, and I'm really loving it so far. That's why I didn't start vlogging before I started this book, because once I started it, I could not put it down. It's really good. It's really compelling. It's really like a fast read. I really just want to spend all my time reading this, but I can't because I have finals right now. So it's like, girl, you got to be working on your final projects. But today is one of the reading days in between last day of classes and the start of finals. So I'm going to be working on some of my projects, but when I have free time, I will be reading this. So I will check in with you once I get a little further into the book, I guess, and I'll update you on like what I've been doing and stuff. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm getting really good vibes from this book. So I don't know, but it's looking good so far. So yeah, I'll update y'all later. Hey y'all, I have kitties around me, so look, there's another kitty. There's another kitty. So yeah, anyways, I wanted to check in on my book because I read like a good chunk of it yesterday on my drive to my boyfriend's. So basically, I forget where I left off at. I think the main couple, Elle is the main woman and Andrew is the guy that she is like fake engaged to. So what I last remember telling you guys is that they just arrived at the cabin with Andrew's family, and then she realizes that, oh my gosh, your sister is that woman that I had that one fateful night with last Christmas. So a lot has happened since then. Ow, cat just bit my toe. A lot has happened since then. Basically, all this drama has happened, and I'm really liking it so far. There's a lot of tension between the sister and Elle, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I want them to be together so badly, but I also want Elle to have the money. So it's I'm confused on like what I want to happen. Like, I mean, I want Elle and Jack. Jack is the sister's name. I want Elle and Jack to be together, but at the same time, like, Elle really needs the money. And then we just found out something about the inheritance that we didn't know before. And that raises the stakes a little bit for like reasons why Elle should go through with the fake engagement. So a lot is happening right now. We shall see. Things are getting pretty intense, but I don't even know how things are going to end. Like, it's very complicated. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but Jack, Andrew's sister, showed up with her childhood best friend named Dylan, and Dylan and Andrew used to have a thing together. So it's like a love trapezoid is what they call it in the book. A love trapezoid, because everybody has all these feelings that they're not acknowledging, and it's like, who's gonna end up together? Like, I don't know. And also there was a really funny part in the book, like maybe halfway through the book, where Jack finally confronts Elle and is like, listen, apparently what happened between us last Christmas was a miscommunication. And miscommunication is for the straights. We are gay. Like, let's sort this out right now. And like, she like traps her in her car and is like, we're gonna sort out this miscommunication. Like, we are not gonna have it continue. And I thought that was really funny because it's so true. Like, miscommunication is for the straights. Like, yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna continue reading. I am, I think 75% of the way through. I still have like a good chunk left. And this kitty just really wants some cuddles. Look at that. Hello. She's clawing into my pants. That hurts. Anyways, so I'll check in with you probably later on today. I have a good chunk of time here. I'm going to be able to read and like get some work done. So yeah, I'll check in with you again later. Alright, y'all, so I wanted to show you my book real quick because something really tragic happened. It got water damaged, so you can see it right there. You can see the water damage throughout the book. On my ride to my boyfriend's house, I had my book on my passenger seat and I accidentally spilled some water, like, in the passenger seat, so it looks horrendous right now. I'm so sad about it because I normally take really good care of my books. So this is heartbreaking to me. I'm gonna try and like stack it underneath a stack of books see if maybe that helps flatten it a little bit, but there's no way that it's going to go back to like how it originally was. So I'm very, very upset by this, but I just wanted to show you so you can cry with me, basically. Hey y'all, so I have two things to share with you. I finished my book. Woo! And so this was my 100th book. I wanted to share with you my final thoughts. I enjoyed this book. I thought it was a fun time. I finished this book. I gave it 4 stars ultimately. I enjoyed it. Not enough to give it a 5 stars because I did feel a little detached from the characters. Like I didn't personally really connect with the characters all that much. I listened to the audiobook a lot, mainly, honestly, and I don't know if it was the narrator, how she like portrayed the characters' voices, or if it was just the writing style, but yeah, I just didn't really connect with the characters as much as I really wanted to warrant a 5 star. I do recommend that you read this book if you're interested in a fun holiday sapphic romance. It's definitely like over the top, over dramatic. There's like a love trapezoid, as they call it, in the book. And I liked how it ended. I think it ended at the perfect moment, and there was no like epilogue that some books do where they're like a year later and then like the couple gets engaged or something like that. I like where it ended, and you kind of have to just believe that the characters learned enough throughout the story to continue on with the relationship. I like the character development in this book as well, because the characters really, especially the main character, really went through a lot and didn't just brush it off and be like, oh, well, I'm the victim in the situation. You know what I mean? Like they learn from the situation and they ultimately chose to take the steps to change certain aspects about themselves that they felt were lacking. So ultimately I gave this a 4 stars. So I think that's it. That was my 100th book of the year. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I've never hit 100 books in a year before, so this is very, very exciting. And yeah, if you want to see more videos from me, like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below any videos you would like to see. All my social media links will be in the description down below. I have Instagram, TikTok, Storygraph, and Goodreads. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.